Hi all, welcome to my channel. I'm Mark, this is Mark's Mods, and today, after some voting, and I basically put out there, I asked on my social media pages, so Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, what should be the video tonight be? It's Ecto-1, stage 24 or issue 24. So thanks for those who messaged and voted for the build. I really do appreciate it. This is what this social media page is all about. It's my way of interacting with my viewers more and getting things out there, letting you guys sometimes decide on what I'm building. But all my social media pages are linked into the description of this video, and they're also in my about section on YouTube. But with all that aside, let's get modelling. Okay, so let's get started on this model. So the first thing we need to do is we need to bring over this part here. Now, compared to the back ones, this is quite heavy, not heavy, this is plastic. A lot bigger than the back fenders that we did, or wheel archers. But yeah, so what we need to do is we just need to slot this into place onto the model, like so. And we are going to be screwing that in, first of all, with some DM screws. So let me get some DM screws loaded up. We are going into metal, so I am going to do a dash of oil, and it's just going to go down there like so. And we'll get to the DM screws. Screws we're using today are CM, DM, NM, DP and HP. Every time I hear HP, I think about the HP sauce that we have in this country, the Houses of Parliament sauce. Now, unless that's not sitting in, that's it, wasn't sitting in properly, and that screw's just gone off somewhere. There it is. Never ever ever lost a screw yet. Okay, so yeah, my advice is make sure that these things are properly in place. So we'll get this second DM screw in. It's a bit tight, but it will go in. Okay, and screw that down. Now, the next two screws we're using are actually different. So we need an NM. Now the NM screw is going to be going here. It's hard to see, but it's going on the outside, nearest the outside of the vehicle, this NM, because we're using two different screws, because the next one is going to be a CM screw. You'll be able to see in the instructions. But yeah, so we've had two different, well, sorry, not three different screws for these fenders. So let's get the next one on. Just being careful not to knock any of the pipes, and I'm making sure that's on properly, which it is. If I try and swivel this around, you might be able to see me screwing in the front. I'm just very cautious of, I don't want it to fall to death, but it's quite well balanced. So let's get the DM screws in the front. I'm going to start with the one that I had difficulties on the other side. And that's going in nicely. So let's get another DM screw. Dab of oil. Just 3-in-1 oil I'm using. And that's the next one in place. And this time you'll probably be able to see this, but we're screwing into this hole here and this hole here, and the excuse me, the NM screw is on the outside. These are quite chunky screws, But what I mean by the outside is, because you'll be able to see now, is this one furthest out here. So let's get that in place. And then the CM screw is going to be going into this hole here. So let's get that in place. Okay, so that's now in place. Now we just need to move the vehicle off the desk for now. Got it nice and protected down there. We'll just move these cloths, because the next thing we're going to be working on is the radiator for the vehicle. So I'll just bring this across. So it's got, looks kind of like a ribbed effect on that. And then we've got this piece here. Now if we're looking at it from this way, where you have these tabs here and here at the bottom, we're going to be putting this on like so. Now it does have 2 location tabs, so it can only go in one way, but just make sure you have that part there facing you when you're doing this. And then that needs to be screwed in with some DP screws. Oh, that's come off. There we go. So I don't need to put these in oil because they're going into plastic. And get a second DP screw. And I'm presuming the rest of the screws are going to be HP screws, because we've got one left over of the DP screw and they always give us one spare. Sometimes they give us 2 spare actually. Okay, be careful not to over tighten that as well. So the next part we need to bring over is this part here. Now when looking at this bit here will need to be at the bottom of the radiator. So let's put that in place, and then that wants to be secured in, I am correct, with 6 HP screws. So let's get the first one in. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. That's 4. That's 5. And that is 6. Okay, now we've done that. What we need to do next is we need to get this smallish piece here. Let me get it on the close-up camera. Okay. And this just wants to be slotting in just on this little notch here. Now it can only go in one way, which is that way, and that is down. And then the last thing we need to do is we need to get this pipe here and literally just put it onto the end of that cap we've just put on. Now, I've been watching other people's videos of this, and a lot of people have said that this doesn't do anything. It doesn't go anywhere, it doesn't attach to anything, which is a bit of a shame. But that's now in place like so. I'll show you in the close-up camera. Here we have the finished part. And that's all we have to do for this issue. So we've put the front fenders or wheel arches on, and we've constructed the radiator. And then next time what we'll be doing is we'll be doing the horns and the junction box in stage or issue 25. So yeah, but that video will be out next week. Okay, so yeah, oh, quite a nice build that actually, nice and short and not too much to do. Like I said, the next Ecto video will be next week now, because I'm caught up. That was this week's episode. So probably in the next few days it will be Terminator until I get my replacement issue 3 of the X-Wing, which I am still waiting for to come. So yeah, I'm hoping that comes soon and then I can mix it up, because I don't want to do bore you with a lots of Terminator, but yeah, you should see the boxes I've got to catch up. I've got a lot to do for that Terminator. But anyway, if you like this video, please give it a massive thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button and hit that bell notification, and you'll be notified of any future videos of mine. But as for always, bye for now, guys. Bye.